All right, Paul. So we got cut off on the last camera. The battery died, and Shawn's running upstairs to go talk to Joseph right now. So me and Paul are going to finish up our thoughts on Beastmen.
Okay.
And Steve will be Steve. So anyways, we were talking about a possibility of Beastmen being good with this new stuff.
I would argue to say that I know fantasy pretty well, and even with that, the problem with the new models is literally the fact that for every Beastman army that takes a unit of like 10, 15 of them, whatever, there's going to be the exact same unit in a Warriors army.
Yeah.
But with all the better Warriors units around it.
So all those Blight Kings.
Styrofoam tentacle.
So,
shut your mouth.
so the Blight Kings he's saying are going to cancel each other out because everybody else has access to them too.
But like I said, I've been saying this for years now since I started playing fantasy. And the problem with Beastmen is their points cost.
Yeah, if everything was cheaper, they'd be awesome.
Oh yeah, they'd be great. They'd actually be really good. Like the rules right now are good. It's just compared to the other armies, it's just like, oh okay, well I'm gonna get my one unit of like the one unit that's actually worth taking.
Bestigors.
The Bestigors with great weapons with the 3 characters in it. Versus okay, well for the same points cost, they're gonna get 50 warriors with a BSB and a level 4 wizard and a combat lord in there.
Yeah.
And just the combat lord will kill the unit. So it's just like...
Yeah, it's pretty silly.
But I took it as a challenge to try and make a competitive army with them, and it really did just run a giant horde of great weapon-wielding Pestigors and the Gorgon. Well, not the Gorgon, it was the Cygor, I think it's called.
Cygor.
I like the Cygor. I like the Gorgon. I like the Jabberslythe, the look of it.
the Jabberslythe.
But the Jabberslythe rules are awful. Like 4 wounds on a monster. That's just.
I don't remember exactly what they are. It's something.
It's not worth. It was really expensive for how much it does.
All I remember is that it's like 2 less wounds. Like it's not as many wounds as you'd expect.
In terms of like Pokemon, the Jabberslythe would be the Jigglypuff of the Beastman.
Yeah.
You know, it's like adorable, but what are you gonna do with it, really?
Right. Anyways, you guys can throw out some opinions there and say what you would like to see out of a Beastman army. I don't know. It'd be kind of cool.
Start throwing out your ideas of a competitive Beastman.
Yeah, we want to know if there's any way to make it competitive, really.
I think I have a list down for them, but I'd really like to hear other people who know the army better than I do, because I don't know them all that great.
Well, you came up with that amazing Minotaur block, right? That ran 36 Minotaurs?
It was something stupid like
Not
that.
Not necessarily good, but awesome.
Oh, it's terrible.
That's so many attacks, though.
It's so stupid, though.
So many strength 5 attacks.
My problem with the Minotaurs right now is they
expensive.
are so paper thin.
Yeah.
It's an ogre. It's an ogre with no armor.
So what if they had regen?
If they had regen, they'd be okay.
Because...
You just ran Jabberslythe.
No, hold on.
No, the problem
because you can take the Magath Lords in an army now, right?
Right, but the problem with
and then
the
you can get the
regen
regen spell.
All it takes is
some
that
flaming
that stupid effing unit of like 15 archers with the flaming banner.
And they just have to hit, right? They don't even have to wound.
They just gotta hit.
That's the silly part.
Oh, no regen for the rest of the phase.
Yeah, I don't like that. I think that
I want the Beastman to be good so bad.
Yeah, I think that when they made the regen rule, they should have made it so whatever's attacking with flaming discounts it. But for it to discount it for the rest of everybody else,
it's not. I wouldn't say it's unbalanced.
I don't think
it makes sense because they're letting them on fire.
Yeah.
So they don't get regen for the rest of the phase.
Yeah.
While the fire's up.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Nurgle demons are just so weak without their, regen every game.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Calm yourself.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you guys throw some ideas out there. We just want to hear some bottom. I think any tier lists, because I would like to see a Goblins army that's like super competitive too. Because we were talking about that too. It's just
there are
character hordes and stuff like that.
Goblins list that are
Goblins are fun.
I'm not worried about them.
They're not really bottom tier. Who's the bottom two? Who's the bottom 3 armies as far as
3 Beastmen?
Yeah, Beastmen's obviously the lowest. Bretonnians.
And then Beastmen again.
Bretonnian.
And then who's the yeah, Beastmen again.
I don't know.
That's a tough one, right? That third one.
Kind of a tough one.
It could be me with my dwarfs specifically.
No.
Dwarfs might be pretty
No,
good.
dwarfs are awesome.
The new dwarf book plays itself.
You just got it. You just have to practice a little bit.
The new dwarf book plays itself.
Yep.
I don't know.
The bottom 3 is hard to pin down.
probably have to say, I don't know, maybe Wood Elves, actually.
With their new book?
Yeah, I don't know. They just seem... Because the new book, all it really did was make the same list you ran before better. They didn't make... Like, what I was hoping was the tree spirits to come back and show to be a thing.
Yeah.
They made them even worse. they dropped their word save down. All the tree spirits lost.
Well, they made them cheaper, though, right? Didn't they? Yeah.
But the problem is they dropped everything of strength. Dryads are strength 3. Treemen are strength 4. Treemen, I think, go strength 5 or 6. I can't remember which one. But the problem is all they did was make the same army you ran before better instead of making it more variety. That's what I was hoping in the new book. But really, I don't know. They're still really strong. They're still really, really strong. Like, do not let me make it sound like they're not.
Yeah.
I don't know, after that with all the other... See, that's the problem, is those are the only 2 books that are updated, and they're just obscenely worse because of it. And it's just like, after that, because all the other books are updated, it's like, I don't know.
Well, they did the Beastman book before...
Right, yeah. They were the first...
Like, they were the first one redone.
In that batch of update, whatever, they were the first ones done.
And then they made everybody else's points, like, cheaper, like, everywhere, pretty much.
Well, I mean, at that point, they were very strong because of the way the game was.
As a fantasy... Right now, oh, sorry, go ahead. As a fantasy... Well, no, I guess I'm going ahead. As a fantasy noob interjecting, Beastmen may not be good, but are they fun? Like, what do they have in their list that, like, you put on the table and you're like, is a fantasy giant, you know what I mean? Like, the giants aren't good, but they are fun. Like, they do
Gorgons are
silly
good.
things.
Those are different.
Gorgons are okay.
Gorgons are okay.
They're
That's
okay.
what I say. Just as many Gorgons as you could fit.
Well, I mean, like, even then, you can't really do it because they run into the same problem of being paper thin.
Yeah.
They die too easily. I mean, they have the rule where, like, when they kill stuff, they eat them and, you know, get wounds back or whatever, but it's just like... I really think for point, you really only want to run like one Cygor and that's it. Out of like the Gorgon Cygor kit, only one Cygor and I'd call it a day.
Really?
Yeah.
2, they count as stone throwers.
Eh.
I don't know. Whatever. You guys tell us what you think. We're just kind of spitballing ideas.
Yeah.
I don't think anything's going to come of it. It's just more for fun for throwing stuff out there.
Yeah, while we're working.
Yeah. You guys tell us what you think. All right.
Yep.
Talk to you later, guys.
See you
Thanks.
later, guys.